This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Good morning. Here we are. Greetings, y'all. I tell you what, I was sitting here and I'm like, well, what would I usually be doing right now? I guess I would have checked to see how late TKE was, because, you know, he's always several minutes late. Drinking some coffee. Figured, you know, I don't know. What's going on, everybody? Marco, Logan, what's up, my journey? EDC, Dr. Drew, dude, there goes Kenman picking up the slack. How dare TKE go to his son's birthday party? What? I don't know if you all saw, but TKE had made a post, and he's kind of rigging it up, and he wanted me to join him for his live stream today. Oh, I hit pause on that. And, you know, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. And then, all of a sudden, you know, family stuff comes up. What is going on? And so I was pretty much ready to join him this morning at some point. And since I couldn't even watch him and I'm sitting here and I was messing around and I'm like, you know what? Click, let's go. Who's hanging out this morning? We are hijacking TKE's spot. If it goes well, I'll just steal it and he'll never get it again. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do you dirty like that, but you're not here, we're not here. We were all wondering what to do with ourselves, and so I figured, why don't we just, you know, talk about you while you're busy. Yeah. Anyway, what's everyone up to this morning? I woke up a little early. I didn't sleep good last night. I don't know why. I just woke up like 3 or 4 times having the weirdest dreams. Sometimes I remember exactly what they are. Sometimes I don't. And right now they're kind of they're like right there. And I can't quite remember exactly what it was about. But it was weird. Dr. Drew Dude, Marco. Drew Dude's playing Shadow's Edge Urtry. But you're here. How is that game? You enjoying it? Those, that's like one of the... Man, my brain is not working right now. Got to spend a lot of time learning how to kill each guy. Fun stuff. Censor with the emoji. Morning, Tyler Williams. Angelo. All right. Homer Feltz. Or is it Felte? Which one is it? Kind of bright. Not bad. It's raining here today, so not sure what I'm going to do. Oh, I gotta fix those. I forgot about that. Homer Feltz, welcome to the gas station. I believe that is not gonna make a sound. That wasn't making sound last time. Pretty much all the other alerts were working, but just that one, I'm not sure why. This is madness, says Fook Doozle. What? What kind of madness you talking about? Morning, Jimmy Crow. What are you up to this morning? Doing some custom stuffs. Bluminati Ninja, hold up. I woke up for the garage battle with TKE. Oh, that's right. On his banner, he's like, "You want to do karate in the garage?" He had the picture of me going, or wait, whichever way it is. All right, I want to see if I can figure that out really quick. Chat, featured chat, overlay, mechanics. Featured chat, enable text to speech. All right. Extension active. Anyway. Yeah, so how's everyone this morning? We were supposed to be doing some karate in the garage, and TKE had some family party stuff to do that he realized it was going to take up more time than he was going to be allowed to then do his live stream. And since I was going to join him and I was sitting here and I kind of was like ready to go, I got nothing going on today. I've got some coffee. Intelligentsia Black Cat, I think is what it's called. I got it off of the Amazon. It's bean form. I like to grind them up. I use a Keurig right now. It's not my favorite. Actually, it's a generic knockoff Keurig, but same difference. But I use like one of the little cups. You open up the cup and then you put the grounds in there, and then you can reuse the cup over and over, so you can mix up any type of grind or whatever you want. So I usually get a few different types of beans and grind them up and mix them in there into a jar, and then use that jar for a few days, and then rinse and repeat. Homer says it's going to be 95 here. About to go put my fat ass in the lake. Yeah, if it was 95, I would be in the lake probably as well. I may go fishing later today. I have a few things I gotta do in the afternoon, but Tommy messaged me and said they're going fishing at like 3 or something like that. So depending on if I get my stuff done today, mess around with you guys for a little bit here, and then I can do some stuff in the afternoon before I can potentially go meet up with the Johnson brothers, maybe catch a couple fish. Maybe fall off the boat right into the water. But actually, it's a little cooler here today. It is raining. It's supposed to stop kind of early afternoon, and it's kind of a little chillier. Chillier? Sure. Chillier. Guess I win the battle by forfeit, says Bluminati. Well, I mean, I'm ready to fight. TKE? It's a forfeit. I mean, I can't just automatic, this is a postponed to potentially next Saturday. I don't know what I've got going on, but I know he was planning, he was like, yeah, maybe we can just do it next, whoops, touching buttons here, next week, and we can maybe get her going. Addicted to Blades, what up, Blade Addicts? How is it going today? Okay, social standalone preview test. This is, I don't have that connected right. I've been trying to get this chat stream thing working, and it's been bugging me, and I wish someone could just hold my hand and tell me it's okay. Make it work for me, because I'm struggling. Okay, I have to go to my channel. What do we want to get into this morning? Anybody have any ideas? What's the plan? Split. What's on the table? What's in the bag? What's in that bag right there? Where is my... Did I post that yet? This one. Oh, I haven't, have I? free preview of some knives that haven't been posted yet. Why can't I? Come on! I'm just trying to view my channel. What's up, Gons? How you doing today? What you getting into this morning? What's everybody gonna carry today? You guys still waking up? You don't have anything in your pockets yet, or do you? I already did my pocket check. This is what I'm carrying today. I got Mr. Eddie's Hinderer Eclipse. Excellent US made Magna Cut beast. Something about the blade, this Magna Cut, right on the sharp edge, wherever you have it, it just has this extra like mirror finish. You can see that reflection whipping around it. It's hard to kind of show it on camera, but man, I tell you, everywhere you stand and you've got that thing. Why aren't you? It just gleams. It's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I need to open this and turn off the sound so I don't get that. Bear with me. Let's see if we do some. You have it. It just has this extra. That's us. Okay, so I gotta copy that link. Copy. Bam. Put it in here. Trash. Video ID. Paste. Why won't it let me paste? Oh. Okay. Active live public. Okay. Trigger a fake message. Fake message worked. See, now here's the thing. I've got that fake message. I'm supposed to be able to highlight messages. Yep. I'll probably never get it to work ever in my life. And that's fine. Or is it? Or is it? Oh, there's Loser. Has joined the building. Josh 33025. The Bodacious is available right now, but $260 for the G10 and S30V is really high. The Bodacious. What's anybody know about the Bodacious? All right. Anybody let me know what they're carrying here? What's going on? I got a morning. Hellos. Chat's going to be crazy. Yeah. How did Lou get a blue wrench, huh? Interesting. I don't know. The Thursday nights, for those of you, my usual live is on Thursdays, and Thursday nights I was going, and then I ended a little after 9, I don't know, was it 9:15, 9:30? And I hit end broadcast, and it stops the stream. And then I went to the bathroom, and I went and got a drink, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to make something to eat, and was digging around, and then I came back out here, and the stream had ended, but the chat was still rolling along, and these mothers were just sitting in there, just like chit-chat, chatting along. I'm like, it's been like 8-9 minutes here, and they're still in the chat, just talking away. I'm like, so I went over and I went in and I responded on the chat, and like it's still going, and I'm like, all right. And so then I saw the start stream button, and so I was like, okay, what happens if I hit this? If I hit this, will it start a brand new one or what? And I hit it, and basically it popped me right back into the stream. And if you watch the stream, it's like seamless. So like when I ended the stream, it just cuts it right to when I started it back up again. So there's extra chat in that space, but there's no break. It just goes right to when I open it back up. So then we sat and talked for like another half hour, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to shut it down again, and then we'll just let it go, and I'll see how long the chat actually still can keep rolling. And I let that go for at least 10 more minutes, and they're still sitting there talking. So then I opened it back up again. Long story short, that stream was pushing 5 hours. Ridiculous. And so, long story short, a few of the guys that were in there that were part of that group of like the 3 of us, they've all kind of become mods. They kind of earned it. But I told them just as quickly as they earned it, it could be taken away, especially with Lou and Eddie. Those guys. I mean, I made Mr. Eddie a mod, right? I did him first, and then he immediately banned Lou for like 10 seconds. It's like, okay, you guys are already ready to mess this up. About to give you the boot. So everyone, anyone who becomes a mod knows for sure you're on thin ice here in Minnesota. Real thin. You screw up, you're out. Like, I need a mod for anything, honestly. There's barely any reason for it. Okay, what did I miss? I recognize this creepy windowless panel van from an episode from America's Most Wanted. Dude, it was matte black, and there were no windows, and the passenger door, it broke, so like from the inside you couldn't open the passenger door. Yeah, you only could open it from the outside. Oh my god. Yeah, I did have an A-Team wing on it though. It's a 74 Dodge B100, super cool. The only thing it was missing is the bubble window on the side that they used to have. What's up, Delaney? Where's TKE? I know. We were supposed to be doing some karate. I showed up, and he didn't. But yeah, I gotta find photos of that van. They were on they're saved in a file somewhere. I gotta dig it out. Yeah, Lou had to play Knife Puppet Theater to get in. Oh, that's great. Be shady. Must be still tired. 70 hours this week. 70? I recognize this. Okay, yeah, I saw that. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. I am carrying a Concept Dirk Pinkerton Little Main Street in Altum and an Alox Victorinox. Dr. Drew, dude, I have I guess, what do you call this? The standard Main Street. I'm considering doing a dye with this. I kind of like it with this is plain yellow. It's a cool knife. Oops, missed that thumb. But I could try.
Giving this to Lou so he actually gets paid.
Thank you, Logan. But yeah, Main Street. Someone was telling me the mini Main Street, I shouldn't get it. I probably wouldn't like it because my hands are bigger and it's tiny. But I don't know. The regular Main Street is big. I like it. It feels good. I'm considering doing like a yellow, just make this yellow pop more. Or maybe some type of a fade from a really light yellow to really bright, darker yellow. Something like that. Or I could just leave it as is. What do we think? The toilet flush was worth it. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate that. Okay. Lose on shaky ground. Definitely. Delaney. Oh yeah, TKE is at a birthday party. At least that's the story that I'm telling. We started karate practice before the live, and I locked him up in the closet and said, "Hi, Jack. Saturday morning is now mine. Get out of here." Why not? Right? Why not? Homer Filtes. It's fun to say. It's fun to say. I resent being lumped in with cross-dressing, crock-wearing Mr. Eddie. Lou, you and Mr. Eddie are like an old married couple. Just watch the two of them talk on any line or any chat. It's a thing. It's a good thing. What's up, Fit a Bit? Not tagging anymore. I'm lazy. Who was it? Lou was complaining about tagging too. He gives KDK an edge in the grudge match. I have a higher metabolism. What was I saying? See, squirrel to squirrel. Like I think about a squirrel and it's a squirrel. Got a tiny cut in the palm of my hand, opening and closing it. Drew, that is the worst. Like when you get it and it just, every time you move, it just won't heal. Put a little super glue on that. Josh, you have the robot guy like Tri-State. I wish more people would use that. Yeah. I actually went through them too, and there are... You wouldn't even believe. I was like, oh, there's like 6 voices, right? No. There's like 60 voices. There's so many. Every single country, every single language, pretty much. Like you go through it and it's like, wow, they've got 1 or 2, or sometimes they have 3 or 4. Like they have a couple male voices, a couple female voices. But a lot of variety. It's crazy. I went through, it's kind of a rabbit hole. You drop down it. And then the next thing you know, you've listened to like so many of them and you don't even remember anymore. But honestly, that standard like robot British dude is legit. He's got just a good... Canceling my membership? Fook. Come on. Mr. Eddie does good things, but he did ban Lou right away, so we'll see. He may or may not... Who didn't touch that like button? Probably nobody. I got 1 like. I bet if I refresh it, there's maybe 2. That's fine. I'm not needy. Lou became a mod before a member. I'm dead. Lou's never gonna be a member. I don't think he doesn't know how to set it up so that he can actually win a membership. And I have to start paying him to become one. Oh, Fook left in protest. Now all we get is Duke Foozle. Duke Foozle doesn't have the emojis though, and Fook Doozle does. Maybe Duke Foozle can give me a like though. You know, I'll take fake profile likes all day. Oh, that's fun. Duke, I saw your steply ugly brother. My arch nemesis. No, Mr. Eddie came in and then left. I tell ya, I go shoeless due to my hobbit feet. I'm changing my setup. I can actually read my chat up here. I can read my chat over there. I can read my chat here. Do I need that? No, I do not. So this is one of the Tri-State trio that he sent me to check out, this Romet that I don't really know the names. I thought it said this was called the Romet Best, but I don't know. This is the Titanium and M390 version. It was my least favorite of the 3 that Tri-State sent me to check out, mostly because of the full frame lock when I go to flick this, I can't flick it, but I learned that you can't really flick this anywhere. I can't, my fingers aren't strong enough. But you put pressure on that lock, and then I can't even thumb it out with my right hand, barely, because it's like I get pressure on that. It's just uncomfortable, not a fun knife. The front flipper is decent, and the flick out with the thumb for the left is all right, and it feels nice when it's open. But other than that, I wasn't a huge fan. But then I saw on Amazon, video coming soon, this is the same knife, but the base version, the G10, and what is this again? 14C28N. But look at the G10 is like layered, like 10 layer G10. So we have the green, and then if you look right here where my thumb is, if I can get it to focus. Come on. Love me. Why? It like wants to focus on everything, but you can kind of see right there, it's green, black, green, black, green, black. It's like one layer, one layer, one layer, really thin layers, and then that last set of layers is orange. Very cool. For just a G10 layered chunk, it just really gives it a sharp kind of look, I think. And then it also has a titanium ring, and then titanium in the thumb stud on both sides, captive pivot, very nice. It also has the ugliest, worst, my least favorite type of pocket clip. But I'm thinking if I can find a titanium clip that fits, I'm going to anodize it this blue to match that and put that titanium clip on there. And I think that's really going to bring this out. What's up, Bob's Pocket Knives? I'm just at work popping in to say hello and goodbye. Have a great day, Knife Brothers. Thanks for swinging in quick. Make sure you say hi to Fook Doozle's weird friend, Duke Foozle. Oh, yeah. Boom. So, what does everyone think of this one? This is crazy, because right now, if you go on Amazon, I don't have a affiliate or anything with that. I should get one. I buy so much stuff on Amazon. But this is like a I think it's $59 knife, but it's like 35% off. So it's that, like Lou just said, it's like 36 bucks for this knife, 14C28, and that really cool G10 layers with the titanium pieces. Like I said, I'm going to get that titanium pocket clip, try to get one to fit on there. I think that'll bring this around and make it cool. It's also the blade has kind of a two-tone finish. Let's see if I can kind of see it's a little more shiny across here and then a little more dull across that secondary grind. Front flipper works pretty good. But yeah, two versions of that. I actually almost think this one looks fancier just with those extra colors, but obviously titanium is a win. Damn, Lou, your Spanish is bad. Duke Foozle, such hate. Could you get into an argument with yourself then, Duke? Lou, don't think I've seen at least one Kaiser in the chat. Where's my $2 going? Cece, welcome to the gas station. See, okay, we'll see if it comes up with the sound, but I thought I turned that sound on. And for some reason, it's not registering that one. Why? Oh, I just opened the wrong thing. Tell me why. Thank you, Cece. Welcome to the gas station. I just opened my video editor. That's going to take a minute to open and be slow and dumb. And now I can't open the other stuff. What are you doing this morning, Cece? Just hanging out. Woke up and be like, oh my God, Dan's live? What an idiot. I'm going to have to use the bathroom, I bet, during this one. I've been drinking, that's like my third coffee. I don't have any Red Bull this morning. I gotta go to the gas station, pick some up. What is Lou saying? I don't speak Spanish, although I should have. I couldn't even get into Spanish in high school. You had to take 2 years of a language, and I was late to sign up for stuff. Wow, come on. Stop. Annoying. And so everyone signs up for Spanish, long story short. And I couldn't get in because it was full. And so I ended up, it was like I could either take French, Japanese, or German. And then I ended up taking German for 2 years and barely learned anything. God, I just froze my computer accidentally opening up my video editor. KOK, what's up, Kaleidoscope? How are you doing today, Junior? It's something. It is something. I don't know even what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be fighting karate in the garage, and my opponents decided his children are more important. I mean, yeah, they are. Okay, finally, close, go away. No, I don't want you in my world. Emulate. Member. This is a test. When I hit a test, it works. Like, oh, this is what's supposed to happen. Well, when Cece got that membership, it was supposed to do that, and it didn't. But I got that donation for for $2 from Logan a little bit ago, and that we could hear the toilet sound and everything on that, and they're connected through the same Stream Elements. And so if Stream Elements is connected, I've done that, I've saved it, I've popped it over. It's like they should all work. I don't know. I should also be able to highlight things in the chat and pop them on the screen here, but I haven't been able to make that work either. Lou, the Remet wild species. Okay, Lou posted up the link for that Remet on Amazon. Delaney sent me an email. Das ist gut, ja. Delaney, it's ready to go. I don't want to... Okay. Clint's here too, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay, it's the Delaney-Clint fight. Ready, go. This is Clint's completed knife. Delaney gave me his way before Clint. But there's no laser mark on here. So that's a different process. That's a different thing. So, he got bumped because I'm able to get in for anodizing at certain times. But Delaney's, I was struggling with his logo, which I ultimately got worked out, made a good mark, decided that his logo and his print, the text, what doesn't really fit with the logo on that side would be way too small. So I pretty much got it ready. So Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to have Delaney's completed. It's been a long time coming. But again, when I use equipment that isn't mine, that I get on borrowed time, sometimes that borrowed time does not become available. And then my time fitting with the time that it is, and blah, 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 blah. I got a cool mark. It looks good. I'm excited. It'll be done soon. I'm going to have to do another something for Delaney just to kind of make up for the time. I'm slow. That's how it works. Send something to me. It takes 4 to 6 years, and you will get it back. And you will not be overcharged. Oh, I'm just kidding. Hopefully I can fix that. Delaney, WTF. It's true. Full disclosure, full honesty here. It's a different thing. If someone were to send me, someone could have sent 3 different dye jobs, and I could have done all of those before I got the laser mark done, because I can sit at home at 2 in the morning on a Saturday night and do a dye job. Can't do that with the laser. But I've been researching. Hopefully pretty soon, the problem is if I want to buy that, then all of a sudden now I can't buy as many knives, and I don't, without having any real sponsorship per se, like I say, I gotta buy all my content, so it becomes, it's expensive. It's not easy to do. And if I'm gonna buy a laser, that's gonna be several $100s minimum, and I would like to do that, and then I can start doing some stuff more at home. CNC over there. Maybe we should bust the CNC machine out. Put that thing together. It's been sitting there. Maybe I need to just find a sugar mama. Lou, yeah, what I need to do is post all my links. Or I should just send you a message. I should send both of you guys a message with all my links. And then you have them, and then you can post them as needed as well. I appreciate that. Let me at least pull them up for now, but I will remember, Lou, you guys later. I'll grab them all. I've got them all in a file, and I can just take that file and just copy it and paste it into like one of your messages or something. And let's go. Who needs a Kaiser? They just finished another one of their flash sales last night. I did post a little thing with a few hours left on it, but they had like the Roach. This great Roach was like $35. Really good knife. I've got a video coming up on it soon. It has a flipper delete on it. That all you had to do is take it apart, and you take out that screw, and you can remove the flipper. You can actually see the little line right there where it's a secondary piece. But I'll have that video coming out soon, kind of testing it both this way and without the flipper tab, kind of see the pros and cons, and then what people think about it. And just in general, I thought it was kind of a fun option. I'd never seen it. I actually got the knife before I even realized that was a feature. Yeah, Mr. Eddie, after this live is over, don't leave. Stay here for the after party. Mr. Eddie, right when we started, I kind of talked about that a little bit, how it turned into 3 lives into one kind of. That was fun. It was so weird because, like I said, I was done and I walked away, and like I said, the stream was ended. There was nothing like live broadcasting, but the chat was still going. And I come back after 10 minutes, and you just look at the screen, and it's like, wait. That's the chat from my live that ended. And these guys are all just sitting in there talking. It was great. Mr. Eddie, you trying to sell me that Eclipse? Wink. Does he have more Eclipses? Or are you talking about this one right here? This one is cool. I dig it. Definitely nice. I was saying, man, that mirror finish on the sharpened edge. It's kind of hard to get that on camera, but you can just see right on that sharpened edge. It's just a mirror. It's thin, so it's kind of hard to get it to show, but man, I dig it. I dig it. That's super cool. Expensive knife. So everyone think about the most recent, such a subtle transition. Camera really kind of buries it. It doesn't show up as much. It's interesting. But if you pick out spots, look right there in between the fingers, how dark it is, right? And then like look here, and you can tell that it's like the shades. You almost need like a defining line to kind of break it up to see that the gradient is so subtle that it almost just seems like you're just catching a weird shadow of an angle, and it's all one color, but it is not. The fade is excellent. It looks super cool in person. Interesting knife. Very long. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You can see the action is great, but on the video I was struggling, and it's like if you're not doing it the right way, it just doesn't, the action seems different. But right there you just saw it was like pretty much flawless. But sometimes like you pick up a knife and you're just not holding it right or something, and it just it feels all fidgety and weird. I need people to buy my quality knives so I can pay for an Oz. Eddie, Oh yeah, I bought 3 hinderers yesterday. Oh, I just got in a bunch of spider coals. So did you buy like 6? Oh, what'd you get today? I bought 4 more knives today. This guy. This guy. Mr. Eddie. I forgot about that knife. This one, I've had it for like 6 years, you know. They're coming back soon. Mr. Eddie, now you gotta hold out because my stickers are coming. So the stickers should be here. It says Monday, but you never know, you know, maybe Monday, Tuesday or whatever. But basically, once those stickers come in, I'm gonna be loading those up into all my project stuff. So like Clint's right here is done. Well, we have to put it back together, but you know, and then Delaney's will be done early next week. And you know, why not wait just a few more days and get them stickers in there? Delay boobs. What? What'd I miss? Ooh. How ironic. I'm waiting for Mr. Eddie to get an Oz before I buy a knife from him. Mr. Eddie, how come MPG keeps getting knives from you and I don't? From who? Oh, well, she buys them. She bought the mini pyrite. They paid a little for me to do the scales. So those were, you know, commissioned jobs. I didn't really send her anything for free per se. Although I didn't really charge her much for those scales. Speaking of which, there they are. If you haven't seen them, wow. I've been wanting to do that for a while. If you're not familiar, basically these titanium, what I did is I actually had to sandblast them, really clean them up, make sure the surface is perfect. If there's any scratches or nicks or anything, they're going to show through when you anodize. And there was a couple spots, like for the pocket clip, even though when you put the pocket clip back on, it's going to cover those back up, so it doesn't really matter. But it's like you got them nice and ready. So I just sandblasted them, made them really clean. I have a video coming out soon. It's got all pictures and video of the whole process. The blasting, the laser mark, the anode, the laser mark, the other anode, whatever. But yeah, so I blasted it, anodized the whole thing in a light blue, which is higher up on the spectrum. And as you're going up the spectrum, if you don't get to a certain point, it can change these colors and that color won't change. So the blue is higher on the spectrum, so it's over here. And then we did the laser mark removal where the dark blue is, and then put it in the anode again and started bringing it up. And when it got to that dark blue, we stopped. And then the light blue never changed because it never actually got to that point where the voltage that creates that color. So as long as you stay below the voltage of the first color, you can make the second color. So yeah, anodize, laser removal, anodize again, finished product. Looks awesome. Wait, where was it? Is that your edge or factory on that hinderer? Says Logan. Eddie says not sure. Did you sharpen it, Eddie? Did you ever sharpen it? Or is that edge? You might have sharpened it. It's that, I mean, if you did, I think you would know. Because look at that mirror from there. Even down there, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Logan, KDK, have you got my knife yet? Which one was yours again? The, wait. God, I'm lost right now. The Talaris? Or the, right? Is it coming today? I don't think I have. I'm confused right now. I have like 4 knives coming. Yeah. I have not. Where's the chipmunk mod video? Fook, I'm almost on that. I was trying some striping and some different dye stuff tests, and then I never got to it. But the chipmunk is ready to rock and roll. Those scales look like McNeese scales. Which scales? God, I am all over the place. I would bet, though, that that's probably... Oh, God, man, that thing is something. TKE is in the house. Nice time slot, Kenman. Don't get used to it. I already told you. If it goes well, I'm just going to keep doing it every week. What a dick move that would be. Yeah. Dueling. Oh, yeah, let's fight. You can't fight. That's no good. But I will karate fight you in your garage if you show up. I was kicking on that garage door, like waiting for him to let me in, and he didn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fight on my own. Okay. Where was that? You need to look in your... Please check the link I posted to make sure it's correct. That link? I guess is it the same? It brings you to Kaiser. I don't know how to check if it tracks. Hold on a second. Go. Oh, I see. I did that. What in the... Oh, I hate you. Why would you do that? Sorry. Sometimes technology thinks it's smart. I don't know, Mr. Eddie. That's the problem. Is like you post a link and then I click that link and I open it and it brings me to Kaiser. But that doesn't tell me whether or not if I bought something on Kaiser that would actually be connected to my affiliate program. So don't worry about the affiliate links right now. I can post those right now. I'll get them to you at some point. But your link, when I open that one next to the one that I opened with mine, it's not the same in the like up at the top. So I don't know. I really don't know. So don't trip on it now. It's not a big deal. Delaney, I'd like to get my other pyrite done, like those you did for MPG. How many months would that take? What pyrite do you have? Is it coated, colored, or is it silver, or like do you want like diamond stripes on it or something like, or a pattern or something like that? It wouldn't take that long. Dude, we got super crazy busy for like a month at work, and it made it really hard to be able to get on anything. And that just, it was like boom for like several weeks. There was nothing I could do, you know what I mean? And it's different right now. It's steady but available. So significantly quicker. And depending on what it is, sometimes my chat's frozen. If it's like a simple pattern, like if I have to take in Delaney's case, it was like, here's a logo and a font that isn't in your system, and to take that perfect copy of that logo and then translate it in isn't as easy as like, oh, I'm going to make a diamond pattern. So then when I made that diamond pattern, I physically drew that pattern. Pretty much the lightning bolts, I drew it. Most of the stuff I went on there and had to physically draw, plot the points, connect the points, hatch the inside of it. So you have to make the inner side, the outer side, and then hatch that line. So if you drew like a donkey, in the shape of the outline of the black line, you have to draw the outside of that line and the inside of that line and then seal it and then hatch that spot. It's not, you can't always just transfer a photo in and have it turn out. So then I had to go in and try to fix spots and make it work. And especially if it's not just a black line photo. If you have now a black line photo that has like a gray body and a red tongue and there's colors to it, that's not a grayscale photo. So now it's going to take anything that's not black or white and it's going to give it some value as well. And now you have to remove those values without removing the, you know, like you've got this black line, you start removing these gray values, that black line starts getting sketchy too. So it's like, yeah, if I had $1 million machine with an amazing photo transfer where it could like read it, turn it to grayscale, change it, and be like, oh, here's your perfect laser image. But we don't have that capability, so it takes a little bit more work for me to take a logo that is pre-existing and get it to look the same and look right, if that makes any sense. But yeah, if you're like, oh, well, I just want an S pattern on there or a diamond pattern on there. I have a lot of those patterns drawn up, or it's like I can basically just draw one diamond. I spend 5 minutes drawing the diamond, hatch it out, and then I copy it a whole bunch of times and then lay it into the position and then mark it. I mean, I can do that really fast, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you're just looking for pyrite to get done with some cool pattern on it, let's go. Let's go. Why not? I'll do it for Delaney will talk. Don't everybody else go like this. Delaney, I'll do it for free, bro. I've got you. Just send it. Okay, everyone, take your ears back out. If you send me something and it takes me a month to do it, I'll hook you up too. Night's Edge, just figured I'd drop in, smash the light, give Kenman a hard time, then leave. Perfect. McNee's Knives. Mr. Eddie's linking us to McNee's. Let's go check it out. Oh! The Spyderco McBee Sunburst, huh? Look at that little tiny little turd. How long is that totally? Like, it looks just small. What's the... Give us some... 3.82 overall length. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get a mini pyrite. This is 5 3/8. So it barely goes to the middle of the thumb hole on the blade. The entire size. Ha! Does anybody have one of these? That's ridiculous. But look at the laser mark on there. That's funny. So it looks like they did it in blue and then they just did the removal and then they didn't do the other color. I wonder if MPG saw this, because the design that I did for her, that was her idea. It wasn't my design. She said, oh, I'm going to send you these scales and this is the design kind of idea that I want. And then we were talking about where to put the sunburst, if we wanted it coming right out of the center or off to the side. And like this one here, oh, here you can watch it go live. Wham. See how fast that happens? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Watch it again. This is how quick it changes. Woof. Pretty fun stuff. But yeah. So I kind of put it a little bit lower. It looks like this one's kind of coming more right out of the center. But she said, yeah, I want to do this kind of sunburst kind of thing with two blue shades and maybe have it a little bit lower off the edge is what we kind of came up with and liked it. That is interesting, though, that it's... Whoops. God, every time... Oh, that's why. My buttons are double clicker. Like, and so sometimes if I've got it clicked on something and then I hit that, it also scrolls to the next thing. instead of just changing my Oh yeah, Mr. Eddie could go ahead and silence TKE, kick him out of here. He doesn't get to be on Saturday mornings anymore. We're just gonna take over it. Fook Doozle, you gotta get that chipmunk done so I can offer to buy it. Fook, you're first on the list then. I think it's gonna turn out good. It's on deck. Maybe I'll do that one today. Maybe. I have a bunch of things. I gotta finish editing this is what I need to do. Because I have all the process videos for this with the laser marks and the removals and all this and the anodize and everything. And I need to get that video going so I can get that posted. But I've been, my eyeballs are not happy today. Good morning, Paul Mills. How are you today? Splits. Clint. I mean, I guess Clint's seen pictures already, but man, that guy right now is just being the calmest little cool. I said what was in here, and I can't believe nobody's been like, dude, what's in the bag? Show us the bag, bro. I'm telling you right now, that bag is stupid. Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Logan, Benchmade has had my knife for about a month. Y'all think I'm gonna get it back? What did you send it in for? I was considering. I only have one Benchmade. I have it tagged out. I love the design and the style. I wish the scales were heavier. I wish it was a heavier knife. It's just a little bit light. The action is good though. But I did notice mine has like, I don't know if we can even get this on camera. Yeah, you can't. There's just a little rock to it. Like it's not solid. I can just feel like this little tick, 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 and there's nothing I can do to fix that. But it's like, dude, it's not solid. What the hell's going on with that? It's almost like the clutch or the axis lock isn't. It just has this tiny little and I don't like it. I don't like it. I considered maybe sending it in, but I don't know. I really like the scales the way they look, but I don't like the weight. It's just so light. I just wish it was heavier. I wish it was heavier. Ooh, we can open that too. Man, I got lots of stuff I can do. Wow, gotta jump. I just got a big old bumpy jump. Wow. How did I not get all that? Took that long for all of a sudden all that shows up? Delaney, but now you have the logo saved in your system. I'll order more. That's true. That's true, Delaney. Once I've got it built and done, it's like you can, and now it's ready to go. Different steels, different finishes require a little test on the inside to make sure you get the setting right. But other than that, it's once you've kind of got it going, then you can really just rip them out. Next Saturday, Kenman's coming to the garage to do karate, says TKE. You know, I don't know. I think I might just do it this way every week from now on. Kind of prefer this. Fook says, my son is 12, dreading the upcoming teenage years. Yeah, I believe it. Kids, teenage kids. Whoever shows up to next week's stream in a karate gi automatically wins that stream. Don't give me ideas. TKE says better than a teen girl. I've heard that. My sister has 2 boys, and she's really tight with my mom and was really tight when grandma was still around. And it just always was like, oh, she's going to have a daughter and they're going to be super tight. And she's like, I don't want a girl. I don't want daughters. My friend's daughters are insane. Their boys are kind of, well, they're not insane. They're busy, man. With baseball this summer, there's just constant. They're just constantly got stuff going on. One of them, they're both basically preteens, 9 and 12 now? Or is it 10 and, wow, these guys are growing fast. Growing fast. Logan has a 3-year-old. That's a joke. I'm only 19. Doesn't mean you can't have a 3-year-old, although that'd be keeping you pretty busy. Just anyone who wants to tell me where the sugar mamas are. That's what I need in my life. Someone with a lot of money. No, I don't need that. I'm really happy. But hey. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. My scales look better. I appreciate that. I mean, like if you look at this, hold on. If you look at this right before it starts, boom, that's kind of the same. That's kind of where they did it at. But I do appreciate that. But what's cool is if you hit pause, I can pause it and be like, oh, that's what it would look like if they were gold and blue. Or that's what they would look like if they're dark purple and blue. And if we were to go heavier into we didn't get some of the other colors that are in there because that blue is lighter up on the spectrum of anodizing. So we didn't get to see it as much. You guys see all my bags? My Kaiser bags? That's hilarious. I started pulling them out and I'm like, oh my God. I do have a lot of Kaisers. How many bags we got? Plenty. Logan says, hey, I sent you some photos of knives that I can send you on Instagram. Yeah, I kind of peeked at those. I was out running around last night. And yes, I'm going to get back to those, check them out, and we'll set something up because that would be great. I appreciate it, Logan, to do some content. I'll throw some crap in when I send them back to you. Be worth it, right? Be fun. Okay. Can we see a cut test for the wild species? Wild species. Oh, is that what this is the wild? Oh my God. See, there it is again. If I'm clicked on this, then my button does that. I got to click back up into here and then I can go like this. These are from the wild species. Is that correct? I remember because they had the little card and I wasn't sure, and it's like, oh, this is the wild species from Ramet. Let's do this. The most annoying sound in the world, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue. That's funny. Certain people will catch that one. Whoa. 270 for 154 cm. Holy hell. 270 for, oh, there it is. They're actually very nice. What were we talking about there, Logan? Which knife? For 4,300. You paid 270 for it. I hate jumping into chat. Sometimes you get confused because you missed part of it. Louis, Dan, so my birthday was Wednesday. I couldn't figure out what knife to get. So yesterday I got invited to the Grismo sale and I bought me a Rask. Can't wait to get it. A Rask? What is a Rask? We're going to look that up. Delaney has two buck 112s that were dad's that I'm sending in for reblading. He sharpened them so much the blade's almost gone. I bet they look sick. That's so cool when the blade just keeps getting shorter. Like, I've had this so long, it's like a tiny knife. It used to be a huge knife. I dig that. Shady is a server at 3 mini casinos. The tips are worth the while. Some days 5, some days 2K, some weeks 50. Yeah, I used to work in service bartending, waiting tables and stuff, and tips are great. They're, especially it's like some people don't get tipping, but to me it's like tipping is if someone's going out, you can just tell. Like the people that earn it. Some people are just doing their job, barely doing what they need to do to get you the service. Some people are engaging, having fun, remembering what you say, and really kind of providing you with an experience. And to me, when that happens, I'm willing to be like, dude, that guy was great, that girl was awesome. And you give them a good tip. Okay, so I'm looking up a Rask. What else do I need to type in? The Grismo sale, you bought a Rask. I don't know what that is. I'm not 20 minutes behind on chat. Maybe I was. I'm caught up now. I'm all the way scrolled down to it. Mr. Eddie made some PM2 scales yesterday. He said I got him a little thinner than he wanted, but I mean, first try, how are you gonna, if you just make them perfect the first try, and more people would probably do it on a regular basis. And happy birthday to you, Louie. Okay, let's look this up quick. Grismo Rask. Here we are. Okay, so which one did you order, Louis? Which one did you get? Yeah, he just said, went to the sale, bought a Rask. Marco, happy day, brother. TKE, wish your kid a happy birthday from all of us degenerates. Raccoon Tacticals OCD bought a Ritter Hogue to complement the Ritter Griptilian. That's not, I don't even think that's remotely OCD. I mean, that's the same kind of thing as like me. I have 3 petrified fish. And they're all blue. Petrified fish, water, blue. Is that OCD? They do come in other colors, but I got them all to match. Why wouldn't you? Grismo Rask. I typed that in. Raccoon Tactical, any ideas on how to fix a loose lanyard barrel on a Manix 2? Put a little bend in it, maybe? Like if the circle, like try to grab it with a tight pliers and give it a little bit of a and then maybe it won't, you know what I mean? Like, so if it's round and it fits in there and it's kind of loosey-goosey, maybe kind of try to make it a little bit ovular, smash it a little bit and then it won't twist as much when it drops in there. That's just an instant first thing that popped to my brain. Is it smart? Is it wrong? Will you not be able to do it because it's too solid to do that? I don't know. If it's the lanyard barrel, I mean, it doesn't have as important of a... It doesn't... I mean, it just spins free in there. Maybe you could squirt some Loctite in there or something like that, or something just to kind of make it not move as much. Thoughts in the chat? Dan, what's the top knife silver colored one? And that's not in here, that's on here. This one, this is that Remet Best, is what I was able to see it as, but it is the Remet, this is the budget version of the same knife. And this one, they're calling it like the crap. What was the name? I got it written down somewhere. It's the Remet GC103. You can buy this for like $37 right now with 14C28N. This is M390 and titanium. It's a nice knife. I don't like the frame lock on here, kind of is limiting. I failed that. The thumb out with my left hand is easy. I cannot finger flick it with either hand. Front flipper does work really nice, but my right hand, I can thumb it out. Well, I can't thumb it out, see, because you put pressure on there. You have to actually adjust the way I hold it just to get that thumb out to work. So it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of bugs me that it's just not as functionally enjoyable for me. And then I saw that this one's got just the liner lock instead of the frame lock, so I can put that pressure on here. But I notice it's so stiff, I can't spidey flick this out to save my life. Although it is a cool knife. But this one runs this is about $180 on the Remet site. And like I said, this one is like 60, but right now on Amazon, it's like 36, $37. It's actually pretty cool. Buy scales to eliminate the lanyard hole. KDK is not Tom Petty's love child. He is in fact KC's love child. Hashtag blue fetish. Logan's thinking about ordering a Knives Fast knife. Anyone have a Tempest knife? Any thoughts on that in the chat? Delaney says it's the wild species. Yeah, that's what we saw in the thing. They're considered the wild species, I guess. You go to their site and it's just not as informative. Some of them have names, some of them don't, or they just have that, like I said, on the box it says it's the model is the GC103, but that's this one. So this is probably like the GC104 or the GT for titanium, or I don't know. I really don't know. Anybody know anything about Knives Fast Tempest knives, though? Logan is interested. Looking at the microburst. Okay, before we look at that, let's go back to here. Now, which one did he get? They all basically, I mean, they are all the same, but they got a lot of variety in anodizing. And what is that mark? Is that a laser mark? Or is that milled finish? Dragon scale pattern. How's it done? I can't tell. Anybody know? Is that milled into it? You telling me, Logan? I opened up the one that you picked. What are the odds? Because it's sweet looking. I think that those marks are actually milled. Dragon scales, machined finish, raw titanium. Yeah. Wow, that's actually $990. Woo! Son. That is dope. That is excellent. Oh, he said he bought the first one. Let's go back. This bronze. Oh, but look at those mill lines. Yeah, that is cool. It's such an ugly color, but a great color, if that makes sense. That knife is so expensive, my brain keeps crashing and rebooting. Those are excellent. Excellent. Okay, what were we looking up? Microburst. Let's, yeah. I did that again, didn't I? Jet streams and microbursts are live. Not on this page. Shop now. Sorry, the requested product is not available. Kidding me? Why would they do that? What a, you know what, you just do this? Like, oh, well, it's not available, so you don't even get to see the page? I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. Yep. I don't. Leave me alone. Go away. I like it. I like the shape of that blade. How much do these bad boys go for? Try and spin. Let's go. It'll be like 50% off if you spend $300. Which one is it? Oh, 10% off. Solid win. Solid win. God, I hate that. Anybody got this little tiny little thing? Little pea shooter? It's only like 70 bucks. 70 bucks? That's not bad. Under 100? Not this one though. This one's probably a few hundred. Sativian. Oh, Sativians. I tell you. Sativian. All right. But yeah, the video on this version. Oh, I love this G10. Tell me that's just not cool looking. Those stripes and the orange. And then you got the titanium accents. Come on. That looks cool. I need to find a clip that's going to fit on here and then do the titanium anode to match that. I think that's really going to send this through the roof. Okay, let's get those out of here. Let's get this cheapo. What was this thing again? I don't even remember. Kind of a piece of junk, if you ask me. Okay. Clint, you in here? You take off, Clint? You still here? I'd rather have a Dragonfly 2 for that price, KDK. $212 for the McBee. Yeah, not for me. I actually don't have any Spydercos. Not that I'm against them. I just haven't. Compression locks are cool. But I got to spend $300. I'd like that. I'd do that wild species. It is cool, Lou. Clint is here. Pow. Okay, Lou. Dragonfly, manbug, or ladybug? Which one? Clint's in the house. Clint's already seen this. I got a video coming up soon. We're not actually going to put it together right now because I want to finish the video for that and have it be part of that. And so here, what's up, Bluetooth Blades? Mr. Eddie has the McBee, the Poachy, and the stovepipe. The stovepipe's an interesting, definitely an interesting one. Ooh, yeah. Oh, look right there. Look right there. So yeah, if you guys remember, Clint sent me the Yo Jumbo for some custom work. And we talked about kind of what ideas he wanted and wanted to basically just do an ano. And so we kind of came up with an idea. And it was a little bit tougher with these because they're huge. The blade, or the Yo Jumbo is definitely a jumbo, right? And I'm putting these gloves on because it's still perfect anodized and I don't want to mess it up. I want to get it all put back together and send back to Delaney so he can enjoy it pristine. That Remet clip looks like a Hinderer style clip. That Remet clip is stupid. I've had several knives with that clip that goes only one way, and I yank them off, and I try to get one that goes over the top and back. Okay. Here we go. So this is the Yo Jumbo for Clint. Ooh. Slap. Slap. Oh. All right. Trying to be as delicate as I can. Don't want to scratch them, mess them up. I don't want to drop one on the other one. Hold on. Let me get myself out of the world here. What? So we did a transition. Basically, it starts off with the magenta up there and then fades in through the shades of blue to this teal on the other side. Boom. It was tough though. Like I said, these were really big and they're heavy and they're awkward. And then we wanted to get them at an angle. This one you can actually kind of see a little bit of the secondary line right there. But I mean, I sent some pictures to Clint. I told him, like, if he wasn't happy with them, we can certainly blast them down and redo it. But, oh my God. Oh. Just drop them on the floor. Totally break. Just scratch them up. But yeah, they turned out good. Like I said, they had some scratches on them, so I had to blast them to clean them up. And actually, there's one micro scratch. I don't even know if I can focus on it, but it's like right in that area where at the right angle you can kind of see there, right there. Just a tiny little imperfection, but that's the thing is when you do an anno like this, oh, you can kind of see it better from far away like that. But most angles you can't really see it at all. But especially a huge flat piece like this, it has to be just clean and uniform in order for it to, like any little scratches and stuff, the anno is going to go in there and affect it slightly differently. That's going to look sick. Raccoon Tactical, those are beautiful. Looks almost iridescent. I'm not being able to get the full translation because they are in a transition color. Let me go over here and get this. You can kind of see it better on this. But colors and stuff live or on a camera sometimes gets a little squirrely. But so this right here is straight up, imagine right in the middle, right in this transition between the magenta and the teal. Okay, that's what color this is. So notice when I start to, I gotta turn it, I gotta figure out the angles that this camera is gonna like. Because we'll figure it out here. It's not really even seeing it. Okay, kind of there. Notice how I'm getting this edge to turn purple. It just is not working. Cameras and lighting. Basically what happens when you look at it at the right angle, this will be purple, and at another angle it'll be blue. And I'm not really getting it to show on my phone, my camera phone. You can almost on this edge right here, when I get it at the right angle, you can see it kind of starts to shimmer off purple, but it's in that transitional color. So at the right tones and angles, like I said, I'm not really able to get it to go. God, I put that over there and it just immediately turns purple on me. Can't see it on the stupid. Anyway, but these are in that transitional phase, so they have a little bit of both. So what happens is kind of like that chameleon paint. And so when you look at it at the right angle, this looks a lot more purple. That goes purple almost all the way to there, versus in another angle, it looks like it's teal almost all the way across. So it's kind of got this oily kind of a mix. Blurple. I'm wondering I think it's this angle here. It looks almost more blue and the purple kind of disappears. Right? That, like right there, that purple is almost not there. But at another angle, I can make that purple look like it cuts all the way, basically halfway across the scale. fun stuff. So yeah, that's Clint's Yo Jumbo. We're gonna get that put back together really soon here. I am excited. Because I was talking with Clint and said, okay, here's where we're at. Tell me what you think. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. We can clean it up and do it again. He's happy with how they are, so I'm going to keep them nice and pretty and safe over there. And then we will get that video out pretty soon. Mr. Eddie, I have a Medford that would look great in those colors. If you've got some titanium, we can do some anodizing. That's another machine I'm looking at getting, is something for doing anodizing at home. The machine isn't really as expensive. You can get some decent machines for the voltage, or I've seen people do it with like batteries. You just hook up the right amount of batteries so you've got the right amount of voltage, and you can get the colors that you want. Here's my color piece. So this, I pulled it like we started, and when it starts changing colors through the spectrum, we yanked her out, so you're able to basically get every single color that you can achieve. So these lighter silver blues to silver, some yellows, orange, kind of bronzes, purples, and darker blues, into some golds and greens. Although my green is really starting to fade. I've been touching this a lot, and when you touch titanium, it does kind of slowly wear and like dull out, but you can go in there and clean it up and polish it and get it shiny again too. Man, I love electricity. Those are going to be awesome on Clint's knife. Yep, like I said, I'll have the video out soon. We'll get it put back together, and sorry, I'm reading and talking at the same time. We'll get it put back together. I'll get that video out, and I'll get them sent back to Clint pretty soon. Throw some of them new stickers when I get them next week. Looks almost iridescent. There's where I was. KDK in archival white gloves is adorable. Should I do a photo shoot with my pants and my white gloves? Purple to teal all day. That's what's up. Luckily, those two are next to each other in that spectrum, so they're one of the easier ones to get a cool transition. Blurple. All right, now I'm catching up. Delaney used to be an electrician, retired from that into musician. We got a timeout for a comment. Logan's only 19. You're young. You got it all ahead of you, bro. Don't even trip. I'm old, and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? Windex to brighten up ano. I haven't heard that one, but yeah, you can even just a little isopropyl, or even the old kind of a thing. Yeah, Logan, he says the industrial field is where you need to be. That's where the money is. I did some industrial, commercial, residential. Hated residential. Yeah, but you're young, so you never know. Try something for a few years, and then, you could try something completely different. I was in the restaurant business, serving and bartending, got into management, got into upper management, did that for a really long time, and then fell into laser marking as a part-time gig because I was doing weddings, and when COVID hit, you weren't doing 200-300 person weddings. And so I got that part-time job for fun through a friend, and it ended up being kind of the most artistic job I've ever had, because I did go to school for art, and something about the way we do like laser marking is a lot of custom jobs and a lot of interesting design stuff, and to me it was like a very artistic project job, and I really liked it. And long story short, I don't do weddings anymore, and on my full-time job that I'm loving and enjoying is working at this metal finishing company doing custom laser marking work, and And I get to use the machines in my off time, and I've learned a lot of fun stuff, and I've been having a good time doing it. So you never know. You got a job. I did it for 20 years, and then boom, now I'm not in any type of service industry job at all. It's crazy. Here we are. The chemical makeup of your ano bath makes a big difference in color outcome, says Neil. Yes. Also, prepping your materials. Because, like, at work, we put it in an etch. You know, it's like, so you put it in a cleaning. We have these cleaning baths, but I don't even know exactly what they are. We take them out of there. You put them in an etch bath. They have a lot of prep work that they do before you actually are anodizing the material. So that's the thing, is you get that thing and you can have the voltage correct, but you won't necessarily get the same results like I get at work, because I'm allowed to have all these other chemical vats and baths and things that they do. I'm not actually really, I go straight to one of my top, well, they're not mine, but one of my coworkers that she's like one of the better anodizers there, and she kind of helps me do it. Since that's her gig, and I'm in the laser department, so I go over there and she kind of helps me do the process. And I buy her ice creams. Ed, I've been divorced twice now. I don't do weddings anymore either. I've been divorced once, happily single for 15 plus years. Holy cow. Something like that. Need to do more anodizing now that it's summer. If you have the capabilities to do it, that's the only other thing that makes it tough, is you want to do it, but you need stuff to do it with. You know, like, oh, I don't know how much those titanium scales for that Yo Jumbo are, but they're huge. They've got to be fairly expensive. And it's like, I was trying to buy some cheaper pieces of titanium just to do stuff. That's how I end up getting things like these pry bars and stuff, where it's just something that works. God, I can't get that purple to show up on these. This will turn completely purple. It's like fully blue right now. Oh, look on the bottom. In the shadow, you can almost see that it's purple. But like with my eye, I put it at this angle and the whole thing is purple, then it's blue, then it's purple and it's blue. I can't get it to show up on camera. My buddy wanted me to go to his wedding, so I scheduled a surgery the day before. Delaney divorced 3 times. I don't know what... One was enough for me. I don't even want to think about getting married again. Ugh. Lord. Mr. Eddie, Dan, send me a pry bar. Mr. Eddie pry bar. If I don't lose that note, maybe I'll throw one in the box when I send them back. Maybe. See how good you are as a moderator, and then we'll decide. Raccoon Tactical, does electroanodizing hold up better than flame? I don't know. Long term, I really don't know. I feel like flame, you get more kind of a duller, kind of a, I don't know how to describe that. Electro, you can get these super bright colors, like just really crazy, screaming bright, and the flame, it's going to be a little more matte kind of a color, and I feel like the brighter colors seem to dull faster because they're bright. So then in that aspect, I would say the flame might continue to look the same for longer because of the way that it looks when it's finished, compared to if you were to do a really bright, vibrant electro ano, that you can scratch it, you can mess it up, you can get it all dirty, and then it looks really dull in one spot and really shiny in another. So, but I don't know. I don't know 100%, but I would almost say that the flame might, just because of the way the nature of it, it might look consistently the same longer as it was when you did it, if that makes any sense. I think they'll both probably scratch up about the same. Scheduling his lobotomy the day before his friend's wedding just to get out of buying a gift. Just get a lobotomy instead. People with their big weddings. I eloped and it's worked for 28 years. Yeah, it varies. I've been in small weddings. I've been to big ones. When I did weddings as a profession, man, we did a lot of high-end weddings. So there'd be like 200 to 300 people where they're spending $40,000-$50,000 on, like when they could spend $5,000 to $10,000 just on like the flowers and stuff. Like that was the place that I was working. It was Van Dusen Mansion. It was a really nice old building. And it just looked like a big Scooby-Doo mansion. It was really cool. But it was a great venue for weddings, and it would be the rich weddings, the high-end weddings. But most of them would be that around 200 people, and then I don't hear it. Why didn't I hear it? I did the test for that and we heard it. We heard the ooh, ooh, ooh. Or did you guys hear it? Maybe you did. Did you hear the owl on that? Because I did not. Illuminati Ninja gifted 1 membership. And who got it? Kane Miranda is the new member. Congratulations, Kane. Welcome to the gas station. Or no, you might have. Doesn't say. Well, you got a membership. Either D2 or gas station or whatever it is. Thank you, Illuminati Ninja. Very nice of you. I don't know why the sound didn't pop. Annoying. I did that test alert and it worked. One of these days, my live streams will actually work like normal. Maybe. Maybe. Lou doesn't have a membership. See how long it goes with Lou. Okay, that was a huge squirrel moment. Where are we at? What was I talking about? I do appreciate that, Illuminati. Let's get more people in the group, huh? Raccoon Tacticals gotta scoot, y'all. Have a beautiful Saturday afternoon. See y'all on SKL. Mr. Eddie, SKL? What is that? Saturday Knives Live. What time does that start? Mr. Eddie, who? Saturday Knives Live. Who? Man, this coffee is gonna be gross. How long have we been? When did I start? Anybody know? What time did I this thing doesn't. Or is there a timer? Oh, there is. 1 hour and 45 minutes. We've been going for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Man, I love you guys. I tell you, I've never sat and talked to myself for 2 hours and been like, wow, that went quick. That's JB's stream, KDK. What are you telling me for? Mr. Eddie's the one who's... I'm just reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. And the chat was... I got a C on SKL, and then Eddie was like, SKL, what's that? And then Delaney was Saturday Night Lives. And then Mr. Eddie was like, who? And then you're telling me. That's JB's stream. Mr. Eddie. What time does it start, though? Usually way too late for me to join. Fook's already getting his beauty sleep by then. Neil Johnson, flame anno is tougher to control and limited color options, but lightning anno is so cool to do. I was looking up the lightning anno because I have one. Where is it? Man, that thing sticks out like a sore thumb. There it is. I have one. This is the off of the Tri-State Trio Ramet. Some lightning anno going on. So I looked this up. I can't remember the chemical that it is. Delaney, you're the host, KDK. You're supposed to read the chat. See, yeah, I was reading the chat, but then Lou was answering me. I was like, answer Eddie. I don't know. I'm blaming everyone, including myself. Flame Anno. I looked it up, and apparently, what was it, like ferrol chloride or some chemical like that. And so you take the piece, and then you dip it in that, and then you drop it in to do the anno. And if you drop it in fast, then you get like these lightning patterns, which are super cool. Kind of hard to get picture of it. I wonder if I turn this on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm making you all dizzy. Up. That didn't make much of a difference. Maybe down here. Ferric chloride, says Neil. Yeah, I was kind of looking into it. I was interested, and then I showed it to some of my anodized guys and people at work, and they were like trying to come up with, they're like, how do they do that? They didn't, because we don't do anything like this. Everything that we do are products that are in the medical industry and certain industries where it's they're just getting a solid single color. We don't do these crazy weird stuff like this. But there are times where we get something where one of the guys does touch-ups. So he'll get something and like, well, it'll be missing, like a little spot didn't anno right, and he'll have a setup where he's got a brush with a wire and the electric current going through it, and you use a brush to kind of brush color anno and kind of do touch-ups, which is rare but does happen on occasion. But I do want to kind of mess around with this a little bit, but it's tough to be able to play with anno because you need, wow, look at the focus on that. It's terrible. You need the pieces to do it with, and it's like you just need to buy more titanium to practice with. That's why I've been getting, like I said, I was getting a lot of those. Oh, my nose has been itching today. Who's thinking about me? Been getting a lot of those like pry bars, little cheaper pieces of titanium, and doing those as like tests. So Neil, you must do some anno at home on a regular basis. You need to start doing that more. Why I was asking the chat about the Kaiser Intrepid. You polish the TI, you heat it red hot, and then quench it in the ferric chloride. There you go. Boom. Interesting. And then the faster you drop it in there, the more you can make, like, if you do it slower, you can kind of get scaly kind of patterns, and if you drop it fast, you get more lightning action, is what I'm to understand. Logan is asking Mr. Eddie if he'd be interested in selling the Hinderer Eclipse currently in the market for his knives. I would have addressed it to Mr. Eddie, but he's busily scheduling his sex change operation because he's too cheap to spring for a salad bowl for his friend's wedding. I mean, I gotta schedule another operation here. I got another wedding I gotta go to. What am I doing next? That's great. Okay, Kaiser Intrepid. Why can't I think of that? No results. Because it's older. Right? Oh, didn't we just look at this? We did. We just looked at this on Thursday. I was like, why is this familiar? Yes. Yes, this Intrepid is cool. Didn't you buy it already? The Ray Laconico. Yeah. We were talking about this on Thursday. Because it came out in 2019. Yep. Here we go again with Firefox. Firefox seems to be working just fine because squirrel? Huh? Mrs. Eddie? No, Lou, you are Mrs. Eddie. Lou already is Mrs. Eddie. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Petrified fish. Oh my God. This is the beluga. This is the bunta. And this is the Victor. Tell me that's not a nice little classy little set of petrified fish. These two are micarta and this one's G10. So you can see the G10 blue is just a little bit different. That hurts, KDK. Like I said, you guys talk like an old married couple on here. So, you know. I mean, you could be the Mr. and then since Mr. Eddie is getting that sex change, then he can be the Mrs., I guess. Is that... Yeah, I was just telling Fook I bought it without knowing anything about it on a okay, yeah. I get you, Logan. Boom. Rob uses DuckDuckGoose search engine. Anybody got some petrified fish? I would be interested in checking out some more. I don't carry these all much, but I do like them. I mean, the beluga's got a heavier blade, so it should kind of drop fairly good. But it's got that fuller that flicks out really nice. It feels really good in the hand. I do like the Victor. It looks cool. I'm thinking about doing a custom job on this because it's got that fuller groove, but it's only on one side, which is kind of, heh. But I have access, and I could put this on the mill and then maybe just go in there and just push that hole all the way through. That was what my thought and plan was. I don't know. I'm considering it. Comment below. Do you think I should? Bunta is also a fun one. It's I feel like they could have made that hole a little bit better. It doesn't flick out very well. Got to kind of push it sideways to get it going, but it's an interesting shape. It's kind of cool. If I count the voices in my head, I tend to sound like an old married couple all by myself. How do you think the... Yeah, come on. Hey Ken, how well do you think the Mad Tonto would take dye? Mad Tonto? What's the handle material? I mean, if the handle material is the right kind of plastic or micarta or G10 or whatever, then yes. Yes, it would. That fuller should be on the show side, right? What is this? Like, okay, so it's like they made it so this side is clean, but this is not the show side. This is... Or no, wait. It is the show. I'm a lefty. This is the show side, and I put the clip on the show side. But the hole is not on the show side. It's on the show side for the lefty setup. What? I'm getting a petrified fish Victor in 154 cm and aluminum scales tomorrow. Fook's got to drive his kid to a party, then go grocery shopping. Don't dye the denim micarta one. Dye the bunta instead, because that shade of blue is fugly. I'm leaving all these as is. This is my petrified fish line, and they're blue. I wish this blue kind of matched a little bit more, but I mean, I could maybe drop it in the dye and darken it up just a little bit, but I don't know. It's more work than I think I care to. It's a fun knife. These are all fun knives. This one I'm definitely not going to do anything to. The bunta is just cool as is. Just feels great. I love a nice, big, beefier knife. Your clip is on the wrong side. Your clip is on the wrong side, and there is no lanyard in that lanyard hole. What is wrong with me? The fuller is designed to be finger flicked by a normal person. You know, a right-handed person. Who said I was normal? Nobody said Kenman was normal. I'll tell you that. For sure. Be right back. Have to poop. Mr. Eddie, I'm going to join you right now. Actually, I have to go to the bathroom too. I haven't had to do this on stream ever. Here we go. I don't have anything for you guys to listen to, or I'm just going to leave it. You can look at the petrified fishes on the table. I will be back in 1 minute. Lanyards, 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 lanyards. Oh my God, everybody leave? Did everybody leave me? Are we still here? 20 people still here. Leave the door open. I see that Thorazine is wearing off, Ed. I'm drinking some cold coffee. I didn't put the lid on top, so I didn't keep the heat in. There are more lefties than lanyard people. Marco, yeah, that could be true. But how many lefty lanyard people are there? That's the question. I prefer a lanyard person than a lefty, since they are always wrong. Except for lefties are in their right mind. Right? Did you even wipe? Well, I didn't even poop, but I still wiped just for fun. You know, just to get a good swipe in there, just for. Because when you pull the pants down all the way around your knees while you're standing there, and you're just free to. We're left with no music and the image of KDK taking a dump. I couldn't squirt one out. It was just the number one. Eddie said he had a 2 in him, and I felt like maybe I was going to join him, but no, there was no magic happening. Had to be a single. Nothing but a single. So should I try to cut this hole all the way through? I'm in my right mind. You're all right except your left side. All right, petrified fishes. Out of here. What do we want to look at? haven't I had out for a while? Everything. Pretty consistent. Oh, this ugly one. This one. This one. Oh, we were gonna cut some stuff. Weren't we, Mr. Eddie? Piece of paper and these. Couple sheets of paper. Let's do some boring, legitimate paper tests. Right? Okay. I've been wanting to carry my rock wall, but I can't. Oh, it's because I have it. Oops. I should send that back. Which one should we test first? The pants go to my ankles when I pee, for dominance, of course. I don't know if Tri-State used this or not. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm not even on. My bad. You missed it all. It's... Man, look at that. Just catching. Ugh. So that is dull as dull. Oh, okay. That is more like it. I just caught it with me. And there the dullness has begun. Really? That quick? Yeah. Not bad. They have the exact same blade, except for this one is 14C28N and this one is M390. And I feel like this one got used. I can kind of see a little. I haven't used it. This is the first time I've cut anything with it, but it is definitely not the same as that. So my brand new 14C28N is holding up better than the slightly used M390, if that means anything. Like I said, I have no idea. Tri-State sent me to check them out. I have no idea how much he did or did not cut anything with it, or if he sharpened it, or anything like that. Shredder! Why haven't you completed my new body yet? Oops. I mean, why wouldn't you get the shredder out? Oh, God. Paper's getting all warped. You can cut a curve. Hollow grinds, baby. Hollow grinds are great. Even this Civivi Damascus on this shredder. Whenever you get those thin ones, that's why I grabbed the thin one quick. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna cut through like butter. This paper looks like a hatchet. Well, it did. Let's get a freshie. Gorgeous, right? All right, let's try that new one, the Artisan Cutlery Andromeda. Wow. Not bad, not great. Where are my slicers at? Maybe we'll try the $30 Migron Parasum. Oh, woo! Even a $30 D2. Wow. See that? I maybe suck at cutting paper. I'm trying to cut crazy curves when you get one that cuts good. Man, this Parasum is actually pretty sweet. Speaking of which, I think Tri-State used the M390 Remette to manscape. Yeah, he might have. There's definitely, that edge needs to be cleaned up. Wait, I'm being serious. I don't sit down to pee. Doesn't everybody sit down to pee? Have yourself a little sit down wee. Louis, I did get the email on the knife storage. I barely had a chance to look at it and then continue to look at it. And I will today. Blade Walker. Todd Carr's in here too? What's up, Todd? Who else showed up that maybe I missed? Use the right side of the paper. Okay. I'd rather not have a flipper tab, but some like Midnight. What's going on, Midnight? Welcome. All right, Kenman here, and today I have a special unboxing. What do we have in the bag? Is it something I have purchased in the past? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe there's a hint right here. Blah-de-dee-blow. We have a Migron Knives. Whoopsh. Bag on the floor. Okay. We're gonna... Oh, why do you hurt me? Why do you hurt me so much? Another Migron Knives wrapper on the floor. I don't stand to pee. I float like Superman right above the toilet. I just kind of lay it down right into the water and just relax and wait. MPG, what is going on? Dwayne Letterman again? What's going on, MPG? Okay. This knife is sweet. Tell me the dye didn't turn out fantastic. That red. What is crazy though is whenever I open one of these, it's the way the blade looks. I mean, this looks great, right? Check out this blade. Let me wipe it off real quick. Just give it a nice clean whoop. Boom. Tell me it doesn't look glorious. And you just saw it paper cut, just cutting like a champ for a $30 knife. Okay. Whoop-pow. What's up with my focus? Honestly, look at that. There you go, finally. Okay, let's do it. Another Migron. Oh, that was terrible. Oh my God, this piece of paper is way too big. There you go. You're seeing the behind the scenes right now. Oh, not very clean today, Kenman. Okay, it's fine. Sometimes you gotta see failures to enjoy the good ones. Boom! Mini bag on the floor. So this is what I'm getting at. Look at what the blade looks like right when you take it out of the box. Oh, it's just got this thin layer of oil on it. Notice the difference? If they could make it look like this after you wipe it off, man. Because it's just basically got that little bit of oil on there and you're like, oh, that surface looks incredible. I love it. Well, as soon as you start touching it, you can see right there where I touch the top. Boom. And then you're like, crap, now I want to wipe that off. And as soon as you start wiping it off, it's never going to have that oily, shiny surface like that. I mean, I suppose you could oil it and make it look like that. But you wipe it down regularly, it's going to look like on the top, not the bottom. But it's still a great knife. What's MPG up to this morning? KDK likes to fill up the tub, sit in the water, and do his business. Oh, we've got a floater. MPG's feeling a little bit better. Still a little phlegm. But going on. It's going on, but it's leaving. Yeah. Healing up. I hate getting sick. Sick sucks. One of my coworkers got 3 kids. What's up, B for Baron? And those kids get sick. They're just little, you know, disease bombs with all the other kids they interact with. And so he's always got a cold or he's stuffed up. He's like, oh, the kids are sick again. I'm like, ah, get away from me. I can't imagine. I can just imagine a diehard fan using a wire system dressed in Superman costume to pee. I don't know why I got an image of Mr. Eddie in sandals, wired up, wearing a Superman costume and a cape, dropping pee into a toilet. Oh, did I? Nope, I did not. So yeah, this thing is great. Let's do some dueling. Dude, just look at how shiny that new blade looks. Oh, right down here, it's all getting dirty already. Oh! Don't get too close. Cut your finger. Who sits at home and does this? I do. I do it all the time. And if you get sick of doing it, then you just get those out of your way. And then you do it with these. Ah. Or these. I could keep going, but it would just get dirty. I got a bunch of pyrites. I got pyrites that belong to other people. Actually, they're not all in this building though. I actually like the way the Migron looks, KDK, as is. Because even this stormtroopered out, just black and white, looks great. It's got nice action. It's fun. 30 bucks. D2G10. Looks cool. But you throw some dye in there. Boom. This red. Fantastic. Logan, no duplicates. MPG, you need to dye that blue now. Which blue? Which blue? Huh. I mean, to really impress, you have to do at least 4 at a time. 5 if you can get it up and down that fast. Brian F is here. What's up, Knife Fam? How you doing today, Brian F? What are you carrying today? What's going on? Pulling out some duplicates. We're going all different directions today. Hello. I know you have other people's pyrites. Yeah, Delaney, yours isn't in the building, though. Yours is on site, ready to go. Sitting there all, like, saying, please, do it. Cobalt 2 are great knives, but my Carta needs a dye job there. Green is tan. Yes, this was that micarta. I did the dye on that. And then I also sanded the edges to kind of weather it and stress it and kind of bring out some of that tan and black that was already in it. So I agree. And I did it. Had to. But you know I love doing dyes, so why not? I don't... What blue type you have, either a dark blue or in between a light and dark. But what are we talking about, MPG? I missed part of that. And so I don't know which blue, what are you referring to? Dan, you need to dye that blue. Trying to see what blue we're referring to. I apologize. I missed that in the chat. I don't care. Yeah, but what blue you have? Oh, I think I got it. You mean you want me to do this in blue? I think that's what you were saying. And I'm just an idiot looking at squirrels. I could do that in blue. I kind of want to do yellow, to be honest. Like a bright yellow, screaming yellow. But I don't know. Mr. Eddie's getting his Archbishop today. Yeah, Mr. Eddie complaining about needing money to buy knives. What else you got in the mail today? The new Migron you just got. Yes, I understand, MPG. That. Blue. Maybe. I should just order another one. I've already ordered 3. One of them is already gone. Wheezy's got it, or Wheezy's wife has it. That one that we did in pink. Bubblegum pink. This red one I'll keep unless someone convinces me that they must have it. Man, this focus is not happy today. When is it ever, Kenman? Boom. Focused. Not sure. I need to work on that. If that's the worst thing I've got going for me, then I guess. I don't know. The picture's pretty good. You can see the wrinkles on my forehead and the grays in my beard. You know what's blue, loser? Balls. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. It is noon. What's going on today? What's everybody going to be getting into this afternoon? Anybody got any knives that are out for delivery? I have a couple things that are coming, but I don't think anything's coming today. Oh, there is one coming today. I ordered one that is kind of silly. You know those cheapos when you're on the Amazon and you're like, oh wow, that's only 20 some bucks. Yeah, maybe. I got an interesting one coming though that's supposed to be here later on this afternoon. I would give my child for knives. I have a few Ferrum Forge in the collection. Great knives. Do I even have any Ferrum Forge still? I had a Ferrum Forge Gent 2.0, which was a nice little small little user. Very clean, worked well. I sold that, I think, to Wheezy. I had a Ferrum Forge collaboration Odium. What is that? That's a Civivi Ferrum Forge collab. The Odium is a small little knife. That one was nice. I also sold that one. My buddy Seth Teach has that one now. But I don't think I have any Ferrum Forge in the building anymore. Illuminati Ninja. It's just, you know, Illuminati. Illuminati. Man, I don't even know. I'm supposed to be fighting karate with TKE in the garage today, and that fell through. And then I decided to come on here and just start going. And here we are, and it is noon. Been running for a couple hours with nothing planned. Odium is a good one. Aries EDC's here. What's going on, Aries? You working on some knives today? I saw you had made a post about one was giving you a pain in the ass. Something. Kind of the hat. You still had to shape the handle on that one. But yeah, go check out Aries EDC. Got some cool stuff going on. Wow, actually my internet's not being as slow. I feel like when I do live streams in the evening, later on in the evening, it's when everyone starts jumping on, and then all of a sudden it is slow. And then I get hell from Mr. Eddie because I used Firefox. What's a grail for you, Paul? A Mordax. A Mordax. Yep, Delaney's got one of the Odiums as well. It's a nice little knife. I had problems with it because it was so small. And it's like, it's a little bit harder to open when I get caught up on it because my fingers are long. And so I'm like basically wrapped all the way around it, holding it and get caught up on it. But it is a nice little knife for sure. Why do I have, oh, like there's stuff all over. There, I've got all these bags on the floor. I can't even see the floor because of the bags, but I've got paper everywhere because we were doing cut test. Sharpened up a buck 110 and a Leatherman Wave for a buddy today, says Todd Carr. Sharpening. I'm still looking into upgrading my sharpening system. I just got to pull the trigger and spend $300-400, but you know, I kind of also want to buy that laser. And I also want to buy more knives on a regular basis. How am I supposed to do all these things? I do not know. Alright. What would you do? Got crap. Oh my god. Dropping knives on the floor. That's not good. Does it look damaged? What's this called? Civivi, oh my god. What is this called? I forgot. Anybody remember what this is? This is the Civivi. Comment below if you can remember what this CV Cache. Civivi Cache. That was the one. It's fighting me till the end. It's cursed. If you have not checked out Aries EDC, I will pop that up here. Logan, there is not, as of now, a KD... Well, I do have a KDK Discord, but I am the only member as of currently. I don't want it to blow up yet. In the chaos, I'm trying to organize it up and kind of figure out how I want to do it before it gets out of hand. I think he was probably talking about TKE's Discord, which you can go check out TKE's Discord for now. Get on there and have some fun. But I just posted a link. That is a link to Aries EDC if you want to check out Aries. He's at 1,300 subscribers. He is custom knife maker and is doing a lot of cool custom designs that, you know, he only can make so many since it's just him doing it. So if you're looking to buy one, you kind of have to get in at the right time, get on the waiting list. But it makes sense, you know, he's only one guy and they're all handmade by him. So if you want to get one, definitely pay attention to his stuff and get on board. He just made a sticker board. I watched that one yesterday. I have a lot of stickers. I've been planning to do that. I actually think, because I have shelves that I have my knives on, I'm thinking about maybe making, because there's like 4 different rows of shelves, and so I'm thinking about putting a board in the back of each one of those that I could put the stickers on, so then it's like I've got it's part of my knife display, if that makes sense. There, Mr. Eddie just posted the link to the Discord for TKE, so you can go check that out and get in some crazy feet pics and stuff going on over there. White Mountain Knives is Chupacabra in stock if anyone wants one. That's a good heads up, Delaney, if anyone's looking for a Chupacabra. If it's White Mountain Knives, is it an exclusive type or is it just the standard Chupacabra? Kenman, I posted a short for the one that was giving me a hard time. Should we watch it? Does it have music on it? Is it this one right here? I think it's this one. Got to turn that music off for my live stream. I love a chunk chody handle. That is thick. Two-tone or two material. Got a kind of a wood, darker wood color bolster. The Tobacco. That is a cool little knife. I dig it. Anybody actually own one of Aries knives? Comment, let us know if you do. I got that SOG Terminus. That's a great knife. If nobody has, wow, I don't think my pocket clip's like that though. Yeah, my pocket clip is definitely not like that. Dude, SOG Terminus, I'm going to just go right now. This SOG, see how my clip is just a kind of a straight clip. This is a great knife. Good action, flips out good, thumbs out easy, flicks out simple. It's like a take it out of your pocket, open it up, use it, close it, open it up a few fidgety times, and then put it away. But dude, I beat the crap out of this thing, used it quite a bit. It's D2, and I do not care for it the way that you probably should. If you look, it's actually, I guess it's cryo, which makes it a little bit better. Man, why? Look at that, it's focused on that knife between my two fingers there. It's like the hardest thing to see, but that's what it's focused on. Like, this is the only thing, this camera works great, except for when you're trying to do this. So you can see right there, there's a little kind of almost a rusty colored little spot. And that's the only wear I've seen on this D2 blade. Or is there some right there, or is that just dirty? Oh, there's a little bit right there too. But I don't, again, I don't put the care. Oh. I really need to work on that focus. That bugs me. But like I said, I use this as a beater knife, and I used it quite a bit, and I carried it a lot. There is a little ding I got on it. Ha! Ha! There you can see the little ding right there next to the toilet.
Popping in to say hello. Happy Saturday, everyone. Cool face, Eric.
My man Eric at Blade Binge. If you have not been over to Blade Binge, I'm sure you probably all have, but they got a marketplace, like a storefront where they sell knives, and then they also have the secondary market where you can go and post and sell your knives on there. I'll post a link up in there. But Eric runs the show over there. I met him at Blade Show Texas. Real nice guy. They got a really good thing going on there. I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you for the $5. Brian F. Subscribe to the channel. Happy goats. But yeah, honestly, this SOG Terminus was a daily user, daily carry EDC for me for quite a while. And I really beat on it. And it's in good shape. It's a good knife. Recommended. Highly recommended. Thanks for subscribing, Brian. And thank you, Eric, for the donation. Appreciate it. Let's pop that up. Why are you not being nice to me? Some days, I wonder what would happen if I went and bought a $2,000 computer. Would probably work pretty good, would be my guess. But I don't know. We may never know. Okay. Man, all I'm trying to do is grab this. So Eric, how was Blade Show? I wish I could have made it, but I could not, unfortunately. Blade Show Texas was so much fun. I had such a blast that I just wish I could go to every Blade Show. And from here on out, that is my goal. All right, there it is. Oops. Ha! Of course, I can't even get the link to work right. Okay, I just posted that link. There's the link to Blade Binge. If you want to go check out Blade Binge, you can do that right there. I've got an affiliate. I get a little kickback if you make a purchase. But yeah, like I said, they've got new and used knives. If you're looking to sell one of your knives, it's a great place to get on there because you got a good community of people that are looking for used knives. And so it's a great place. You know, you could put it up somewhere else and you get lost in the maze of all the other things. And there, it's like people are going there specifically on a regular basis looking for knives. The knives you did for MPG EDC look sick. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got lucky. And if you saw on the ones I did for Clint are the intro photo for this today. I did that. I can just, if we're really cautious with these, show one of these again. As long as they don't touch it. Boom. Look at that. They turned out super cool. I'm just not touching them right now. Video on that's coming really soon. Stronger flush. Is there still a floater? An old Camillus bone. Blade Walker says he's going to get a CNC. I got a CNC. Maybe I should put that damn thing together. MPG's going to go. She's exhausted. Bug woke her up early this morning. Have a good weekend. See you tomorrow night. MPG goes live Sunday nights. It looks like she's going to try to be consistent with that. MPG. Wow. The slowest of slows. Now you know. Copy. We'll paste. All right, there's a link to MPG's page. Here she is. She's got, oh, you haven't done a short of the, here's her short that she did. Oh, get my ugly ass out of, oh, come on. Of the scales that I just sent her. Turned out really cool. Super fun. I can't wait to do it again. Brian F. I'll be posting a giveaway on my IG page soon, and there's a Camillus knife in it. It will be a fire starting kit with one of my custom ferro rods that Camillus throws sparks. So guys, go check out Brian. Brian, what is your Instagram name? We'll look it up here. I'll link it. I will link it. Crazy Roach, we have a 5-axis mill at work. Pretty sick. Oh, dude, you have access to it? That's a nice mill. We got a mill at work too that I have access to, but I haven't really spent any time using, I guess would be the word. She also just got this mini pyrite off of me. I don't know if she's going to keep it or conventional methods is going to try to steal it from her. But yeah, go check out MPG's channel. She is live on Sundays. I like a manly flush, not that anemic swirl KDK currently has. I was trying to find something fun and interesting, and I like that swirl. It's just got a classic, you're flushing your money down the toilet. Blade Binge. Yeah. You can go, I mean, if you watch Tri-State, he goes through here every week and kind of looks at all the new stuff. But they have some really cool things. Like I said, the marketplace of people's knives, or if you just want to buy brand new knives, all the companies, all the brands, they've got them all in here. You just kind of go through and be like, oh yeah, I've been looking for a Spyderco. Where's a Vosteed? Let's see what Vosteeds they have right now. There's that chipmunk. I've got to get that chipmunk done, and then Fook's going to buy that one off me. He wants to pick that one up. Vosteeds are cool. They got some fun stuff coming out. That Gator's a weird looking one. Who's got a Corgi? I've been wanting one of those, but haven't pulled the trigger on it. Ooh, that mink fixed blade's kind of cool. I do like the Nightshade a lot. I was pretty interested in getting a Nightshade. Now they have a Nightshade coming out that's going to have the Vancor lock. Is that this one? No. No, this is the liner lock, but they're going to have one coming out pretty soon that's got that Vancor lock on there, which is a button actuated lock that's in the inside the pivot, which is cool. I did just get their newest, this is the mini grouper. It kind of has a, or this is the Kaiser mini grouper, but it kind of has a blade shape similar to that Nightshade in a way, but it's a button actuated liner lock, and you can see the action on it is great. It works really good. And if we open it up and I bring her up here, you can see the button when I push it. Look on the inside, you can see that liner lock moving over. So you've got the action of a button lock, but with the strength of a liner lock. Very cool. Those just came out. You should check them out. Blade Walker, can't wait to see what you're making. Yeah, people are making stuff. I'm interested in it. I really want to get into more custom work, and I'm all over the place, but I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of projects. I got that CNC when I get going on that really soon. I should try selling on Blade Binge, says Mr. Eddie. You should. You should. Why not? You got knives, you want to sell them? It's a great spot to get on there, and boom, you're linked up to people that are interesting. Kenman, I just sent you your daily joke. You may not want to read it on the live though. Perfect. Perfect. Logan has the denim micarta sheep's foot corgi. They have a corgi with a sheep's foot on it? That's cool. I am interested. Yeah, Eddie, you definitely should, says Logan. And I bet if you do, someone in here will probably buy one. Does it pass the spine whack test? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't want to know. I don't. Spine whack. If I have a spine whack job, I'm going to use this. That can handle it. If I have a spine whack job, I'm going to use this. That can handle it. If I have a spine whack job, I am not going to use this. Ever. The only reason I would do that is if I was in a situation where I was trapped and I was about to die, and an only way to save myself would be to spine whack my knife. I don't know. I did it. I made a video. Todd's got to go, but he'll be listening in. Right on, Todd. Thanks for hanging out with us. I did a spine whack test with like 20 knives. They all passed. Every single one of them passed. I cracked my Civivi piece of wood, and the lock didn't fail, but the scale did. It's right here. Yeah, don't focus on my face. But you can see that little piece chipped out. I hit it up here, not down here. I made sure I checked. I thought I might have hit it on the wood, and that's what broke it. But the reality is I hit that. I did that spine whack, and it hit like here, and that little chunk of wood just flew off. But the lock didn't fail. Oops. This is a great knife. and there's no fuller, but you can still flick it out. That, I don't know what it is about that, but the satisfaction that there's just nothing there for flicking it out, and you wouldn't think that that's a flick out knife, but then it does just indeed flick out like it's nothing. That makes me happier than a pig in whatever a pig's happy in. I'm home. I had 2 butter knives fail the spine whack last week. Bluminati's got to go. Need to edit some videos. I hear you on that, Bluminati. I'll post a link to you as well. If I can ever. I had all these links. I don't know. I didn't save it. I added them to my list, and then I must have not saved, or I saved over it, or I did something, and all my... So now I'm doing it the old school way, which is fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Bluminati Ninja. There it is. Bam, bam. Copy. Paste. I'm linking Bluminati Ninja into the chat right now. If you haven't had a chance to check him out, that is his page. I'm getting blown up. Yep, but Bluminati actually helped me make my stickers. If you haven't seen my stickers yet. But yeah, if you're looking to do some graphic design, he's got some pretty good abilities and can help you kind of come up with some stuff if you're interested. But I got some stickers coming out pretty soon. Knives are for cutting and slicing, not for whacking. Yes, Ed. I would only, like I said, it only would be the whack is if it was like I really needed to get something or make something happen and I wasn't worried about potentially sacrificing my knife. My God, what am I getting? I got like 8 emails right now. Or no, 8 tech. Oh. Good thing I have my phone on silent. I'm on a group text that we like to mess around, and if you're not in it and all of a sudden it starts going, it's like, ugh. And then we just keep texting to piss off whoever's not or isn't able to go. You know, like, oh, Craig's still at work or whatever, and we start going, and he's like, man, shut up. If you spine whack a folder, you're an a-hole. Bottom line, God made hammers for a reason. That is true. That is true. I can't. Yeah, you're right. If it locks, it should lock. I don't use knives out of context. I had an original raccoon cut me bad breaking down cardboard with thumb pressure on the back of the blade, so I test knives. Okay. Legit. I think a spine whack compared to thumb pressure, there's a different, or you know what I mean? Like if you've got a knife and you're pushing like this, you can only push so hard with that thumb versus if I'm sitting there going whack, 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 you got to find that determination of like, you know, how much pressure can you push with your thumb? Because then rather than doing a whack, I would almost say it would be more of like you put it against something and then just push. You know, not a hit, you know, because a hit is completely different than if I'm putting my thumb on here and then I was able to push enough to break it away. That's more of like so much pressure being applied. So like you could hold it like this and put that pressure and try to close it. And that, you know, if I'm pushing as hard as I can with both hands this direction, that's way more pressure even on the outside than I would ever be able to put with my thumb right there. So then in that case, that would be enough of a test. But I don't know if I've ever had a knife that I could push with my thumb and it would break free unless it was a button lock And I don't know if I've got like, so if there was a button lock, see this is where my hand is, and if I grab here, I'm not on that button at all. If I'm grabbing up more, I can't really get on that button comfortably. But if your grip was in a spot where you're now gripping and touching that button, right? And now that grip is creating that button to break because of you squeezed it. That's completely different, you know? So you want to make sure, you know, as long as your thumb is out, or nothing's pushing on that button. Because I could see how you could have a fail where you're like gripping it, or you're trying to do like something and then you accidentally push the button. But that's not really a fail because you're now pushing the button and engaging it. It's definitely a topic for debate. I definitely want my knives to be strong enough to be able to handle it. I'm always cautious, like I said, if I do have a button lock, when you're squeezing it, are you squeezing that button? I've had, what was the one button lock I've got that's an absolute fail? This Trevisa. This Trevisa is a cool looking knife. So right-handed button lock, whoops. Flipper tab works, button drops it nice. Fun. Right? Okay. But I can barely flick it out, so it's like strong enough that I can't flick that out. But you see how that happens a lot? Check that out. It's like always kind of sitting, likes to do that. And then the other thing is look at the danger of this. I do this with my can't get it to lock out because everywhere I go, your finger's barely touching that button. It's like it doesn't work because my finger's on that button and I could get there with this and flip it out like that. And I'm away from the button. But not only does it do that, you've got this happening a lot where it just kind of stops right there and it doesn't even want to drop in. Blade walker's got to go, and then you've got these things because it kind of didn't fall in all the way and it just is sitting like that. But that is definitely like a button type of a failure where the lock isn't failing, because like right now, that lock is solid. I'm pushing on that really hard. But if you barely touch that button, but that's not a button fail, that's a button engagement accidentally. Is that the word? And I'm wrong-handed, says Delaney. If I were to use my correct hand, that would never be an issue. I like seeing knife tubers doing spine whack tests so I know which knives are strong enough in an emergency situation. That's why I'm getting the Ankylo, because of Stas's batoning and it holding up. And that's the thing too, is testing it to test it till failure. I'm kind of interested in that, but that's like something that like you got to destroy one, like you need the company to do that. The company should be like, all right, like Cold Steel's old videos, they will test them all to failure and they'll show you how that works. But, that's me. I don't know. Maybe that'd be something. If I had a knife company, it'd be like, all right, well, we're taking this first knife here. This is one of our first tests, and we're going to beat the hell out of it in these different ways, and then physically show people that you've done that. And then you can kind of start to learn. Or you set them up on machines where it's actually showing the pressure that it needs in order to fail. You know what I mean? That would be an interesting something to check out, I think. What is up? 12:30. It's been 2 hours and 50 minutes. I'm doing a stream on. When does TKE usually go to? Does he usually go about 3 hours? Kind of hijacked his slot for the day. Logan, I'm a Demco fanboy, so spine whack fails don't happen, but they almost never matter. Yeah, and the right lock, it's going to be super strong. They say that these bad boys, I suppose I can go down right here, with the triad lock, like that's never gonna fail. This is a nice little daily, what is this, the Tough Light? Boom. So it's got that back lock, cold steel. You can flick it out. And then it's got that choke up spot, so you got a full grab with a bigger hand. You can still get a hold of there, and it's flat. You could probably use this for cutting down, breaking down cardboard. So to me, it's like depends on the task. If I've got a task where I got to break down a ton of cardboard, something like this might be perfect because you've got that edge. There's nothing behind it. You've got a nice straight surface for cutting, and it's strong. You can really push and put a lot of pressure on that. That triad lock technically is supposed to be like one of the strongest locks. You can see it coming out there, and then as it comes around, it's like boom, and that is in there, and supposedly that is never going to go anywhere. And so again, depending on your task, get yourself a knife specific for the task. I've got some boxes in the basement that maybe I need to break down. I've been kind of putting it off, and I should probably use a knife like this for it. Things to consider. And then to me, some of those ones where it's a fidgety button lock like this one here, you know, I bought this more for this. This is why I bought it. I want to go like this. I want to sit here and fail that thumb out and do stuff like that and hold on to it, enjoy it. And then at work, I can go boom, cut that simple one box, one piece of tape, open up that shrink wrapped item or whatever it may be, and then fidget with it a little bit and then put it away. And that's kind of what a lot of my main user knives are. But you know, there's going to be cases where you're going to have something that you need to do. And if I'm out hunting or camping, you know, I'm going to start bringing my Mr. Eddie, you know, or I have several cans ball, I have a cans ball. Might as well grab it right here. You know, when I go camping and I'm outdoors and stuff, I bring stuff like this. And so then if I really need to baton or I'm splitting wood or doing something like this is a full tang that goes all the way to the back. Got a nice thick spine on it. And this is made for that. I could put this on something and it'd beat the hell out of it and know that this is going to continue to do its job. So when I'm out in a situation where I'm camping or in the outdoors, I definitely have a couple of these. And I've got 3 of these Mora knives. These are great. They're fun. They're easy. They're great little whittling, fun little knives to mess around with, or you cut your steak with this for dinner. This one's developing a nice little kind of dirty patina to it. They cut really nice with the Scandi grinds. This one's got like a secondary on the cans ball. So it's a little bit beefier. Can do some serious work. But that's what I'm using if I'm going to be beating on something. And so it's like I'm a knife collector and a knife lover, so I've got a bunch. Generally, when I'm walking around, I'm going to have my normal knife that I've got that I'm carrying, or my user, you know. And then often I'll have something like a fancy knife with me as well that I might have that I just got on me for fidgeting and enjoying and saying, oh, check out how cool this bad boy is. And then, you know, why wouldn't you have that user like that SOG or that pyrite that you can hand to somebody and say, here, go ahead and cut something up with that. I also carry around these minis quite a bit, and the minis work good for smaller little things. And so like a lot of the boxes and stuff that you've got that you're cutting on a normal basis, you can get by with these smaller knives. I've got one of these banishes coming. Got my second banish coming. They just got a bunch of these new released different colors and varieties. But these ones are great for just those simple little jobs that you've got. And like I said, if I'm going to be outdoors where I might be needing to do some bush type work, I bring these. I bring 4 or 5 of these. I bring 2 or 3 small knives, and I'm loaded up with a bunch of stuff. And then if I'm out hiking and walking around, I'll have like probably a mini, a user, and a fixed blade, so that I've got all my bases covered when I'm camping. Ta-da! He used to go till 12:45 because of G-Ball. G-Ball is moving to later times, so no one till I think Luton Tech's at 3. Really? How about that? It's an empty slot. I use fixed blades for hard use and when planned, but there's a time I need a knife and wasn't planning hard use and only had my EDC on me. Right. I agree, Brian. You want to know you've got one that's a user, but you also want it to be sturdy. And so that's why I usually carry a few with me. And so depending on what my task is, and I have a Mora in my car and another folder junker in my car, and then whatever I'm carrying. So it's pretty much anytime I go somewhere, I've always got a few options, unless I go on a hike. But if I go on a hike, I usually have a bag or a pack, and I have specific knives with me. So I usually plan for what I'm doing. To whack or not to whack? I'm basing it on the false premise that you can plan for every usage of your knife. In an emergency situation, you most likely have to use your EDC blade and not a fixed blade. Potentially. But generally, on any normal basis, if I have left the house, I probably have 2 or 3 knives on me. And I keep a folder, or I keep a fixed blade in the car, so it's a lot of times I'm close. And like I said, if I'm going on a hike or something, I got a pack, I'm throwing stuff in that bag. Everybody saw that movie, what was it, 127 days or 127 hours or whatever it was, where he went hiking and he was alone and fell and got stuck between a rock and had to cut his own arm off. True story. Always have a folder and a fix, he says, Aries. Mr. Eddie, I carry a fix and a folder. Why wouldn't you? I'm getting more turned on to carrying some of those fixies, but like the smaller ones, a little everyday carry. But see, now if I brought this with me, why wouldn't you baton the hell out of this? See, there's your answer right there. I got myself a small EDC fixie, but think this one's going to break? Well, it could break, but is it going to fail? There's no lock to fail. For those of you that are going out, you should just start carrying one of these all the time. And if you just carry a small fixie like this, no fail. Nothing to fail. And it's nice. It was actually pretty fun to carry that all day. I mean, a good whack has its place. I'm in and out of the woods. I only have a fixed blade. No need for a folder. Yeah. True. But I also understand Lou's topic that one time that you just happened to be, at the beach or whatever and just didn't have it, and that's when something happens and you needed something that you didn't have with you. I get it. But I do constantly use my hammers to slice open paper or boxes, and I use my knives to drive nails. Oh, Saturday in the park. Okay, it is 12:45. I have stuff I have to do today. Being live is fun, though. I gotta put that CNC machine together. Maybe I'll go live. I said that before. I was considering doing that today, but then we got caught up. Next thing you know, I've been doing this for 3 hours, and it's a day off. Did you guys watch that my Hinderer video that I posted this morning? Probably didn't have much time to. I posted it, and like an hour later I was in here, and you probably saw this and just came right in here. I'm almost through the Mr. Eddie knife collection, and then a few other little things I want to do with them, and then I'll get my stickers on Monday and get those shipped back to him. Then he'll be able to start using them again and be like, oh yeah, I forgot he owned these knives. I've had them for so long. Yeah, we want to see Lou's collection. Lou definitely has a salty demeanor when it comes to knives. Like to see the whatever. Is it time for the after party? Oh God, are we doing this? See how it goes. What do we got in here right now? 21 people in here now. Okay. We'll see how long the chat goes after I shut it down, and then I'll come back. Maybe I'll go eat some lunch and then just click it back in. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I woke up just in time to be disappointed by TKE not streaming today. Right? I know. How dare he be a loving family member? Kenman, you shipping on Monday or I'll pay you Monday kind of deal? What do you mean? Pay me? What's Mr. Eddie paying me for? I can't, and as far as shipping, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but shipping, I'm probably not going to ship anything this Monday because I'm supposed to get my stickers on Monday. And so if I get my stickers in the mail, they probably won't get here till 3, 4, 5 o'clock at night. And it's like, why would I ship something on Monday if I'm going to get stickers that day? And then I could just easily ship on Tuesday and then add stickers to it. But either way, I'm not going to be ready to ship your box of knives back on Tuesday. I still got a couple little things I need to do, but probably by the end of this week, maybe. The I'll pay you next week situation is what he's saying. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Oh yeah, Lou, what's in your pocket right now, Lou? Mersalt has joined the chat. G-Ball looks so different. Is he on right now? I thought he said he wasn't until later. Did he do something? Did he shave, grow something out? What you been up to today, Mersalt? Plus, I like to argue. Gives me something fun to do. Called it. Called it. Yeah, Mr. Eddie, what would you be paying me for anyway? What did I miss? Anyway, yeah, I really gotta get situated. Now I want a hamburger. Me too, Delaney. I'm about to leave. I'm gonna run and go get some food right now. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't have any Red Bulls in the house, so either way, I gotta leave. I had a few coffees this morning, but my caffeine intake stopped as soon as I started this stream hours ago. My coffee is cold and there's 2 sips left. But we're fine. It's fine. I just totally hijacked a Saturday afternoon TKE stream because he was too busy. We have to tag team KDK with a wall of shame like we did with the honeycomb knife. What? Wall of shame? Wall of shame? Honeycomb knife? You mean this knife right here that I own? This is mine. I paid for it. G-Ball isn't going on today due to extreme heat. Might join us on Nafaholics tonight. Nafaholics Anonymous. No one ever said what time that starts. Anybody post a time when that goes? Is it like 9 or 10 or Central specific? It's on specifically at 8. Mr. Eddie's making jokes. It went over my head. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, probably a joke at my expense, which is fine. Totally fine. Okay, 3 hours. Wow, 3 hours, 4 minutes. Shutting her down. Feel free to hang out. Maybe have an after bar party in the chat. But I appreciate everyone for hanging out with me. It was a good little afternoon hijacking TKE stream. It looks like I'll probably be joining him next Saturday. We'll see. I don't think I have anything going. For some reason, I feel like I don't know. But yeah, plan on that. Hopefully, we'll be doing some karate in the garage. Just subbed. How come no one told me about this channel? How come we didn't get the sub notification? I didn't get a sub notification. Should have been like, meh. That's fine. Well, Mersault, welcome. I mean, I apologize this is over, but you should go check out some of the crazy, weird stuff I've got going on. I do a lot of custom jobs. A lot of interesting. Let me pull this up real quick. Boom, boom. Come on. Come on. Love me. Why don't you want to go? My Instagram is KDK in 4K. I did these titanium scales for MPG last week. I do some dies. I do a lot of crazy fun little projects. I got a bunch of knives from Mr. Eddie right now. Here's a fade die that I did. Nice yellow to red fade. Do a lot of laser marks. I was going to try to find a... I did the laser mark on this one here and this one here. Got some fun custom stuff on the channel. I just got a CNC machine, so I'm going to be starting to mess around doing some CNC. Here's some live laser mark. Check that out. Zap. My Instagram is KDK in 4K. I can post that. I thought I could. I don't even have that on my... Oh, I do. Here we go. Copy. Paste. Send. There's a link to the Instagram, KDK in 4K. But yeah, I did get that CNC machine. About to get rolling on that. Excited to start doing some scale designing. A lot of fun stuff. Ooh, remember when that was my pick from St. Patty's Day. All my green knives. That was fun. Yeah. But welcome aboard, Mersaults. A lot of fun stuff in the future. I do lives every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. Here's some live titanium anodizing, changing color. Pow. Pretty fun. But yeah, welcome to the party. Having a good time in here. Lots of stuff in the future. I promised to get that CNC machine up, but I don't know. It's been in a box for 3 weeks now, and I'm just terrible. KDK, don't forget that Mr. Eddie and I need all the links so we can post them in the future. Yes, Lou, I'm going to go back and take that list and edit it, add the ones that are missing, because I did get like my Concept Knives affiliate and a couple other ones that aren't on there. So I will get that so I can get on there, and then you guys can actually adequately moderate for me. Just got to keep me focused more than anything, I think. Too many squirrels. Too many squirrels. But yeah, Clint, have a great weekend, everyone. I might come on later tonight or tomorrow, depending. I won't go on when MPG goes on tomorrow night. But I will definitely get going on that CNC machine, because I do want to start making some scales. Jimmy Crow sent me a couple of chunks of wood to use, and I'm going to order some micarta and some G10 and ooh, Concept. Yeah, Concept is great. Logan, you got any Concept knives? I got my Main Street in front of me here. That's the one that I want to do some custom work to, but the Concept Main Street is a cool knife. Definitely a fun one. And to be honest, as far as Concept goes, the Tuckamore is probably one of my favorite knives. This titanium and that micarta inlay, and then just the shape of it. Such a cool knife. Concept makes some cool stuff. And then one of my few full lefty versions. This is a lefty liner lock Concept Fenrir. Very cool. But yeah, check it out. Okay, gotta go. Feel free to hang out in the chat. It apparently is the thing that people like to do, and depending on how that goes, maybe we'll see you in a little bit. I don't know. Thanks everyone for hanging out though. Good time. Later, Mr. Eddie, Marco, Lou, Logan, Brian, Kaleidoscope, Crazy, Mersalt, thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you in the future. Do some fun stuff. Mr. Eddie, and the rest. All right, guys. We'll see you in the chat in a few minutes. Take it easy.